We're only designed to last 50 years, my consultant told me. He'd just imparted the news that I needed a full hip replacement, and I was shocked. I told him I wanted to go on for at least another 50, so he'd better get on with it. Just as a bit of background, I'm a divorced mum of 2 teenage girls whose life, like most of us, has taken lots of twists and turns over the years. In my professional life, I've gone from admin, sales, marketing and management in industries as diverse as printing, cheese importing, therapy products and the holiday industry. And I've always loved horses. My parents were non-horsey, so from the age of 11, I was one of those half-feral kids that hang about the yard, working for any opportunity to get my seat in the saddle. And as soon as I could, I qualified as an AI and an intermediate stable manager, and have competed in all disciplines, even worked as a work jockey in Cyprus and run Equestrian Centre in Spain, and then latterly our own yard in West Grinstead. But it was as a result of a friend's recovery after 37 years of suffering with ME that I became interested in the science of psychoneuroimmunology. And that's the science of how your mind can influence your body and your wellness and your well-being. You see, my friend had done a 3-day training program called the Lightning Process, which taught how your type of thoughts can influence the chemical composition of your body. I was absolutely fascinated, and from that moment on hooked. And I qualified as a Lightning Process Practitioner and set up my own practice in 2008, specialising in young people and young adults. And it was when, in 2012, that there was the opportunity to do a Bachelor of Science degree in clinical hypnosis that I really got fascinated. And it gave me a great opportunity to do my clinical research in my favourite subject of horses. So my hypothesis was along the lines of, can hypnosis influence horse riding confidence? And yes, it can, significantly, you'll be pleased to know. So now, as a psychologist and a riding instructor, I help riders from grassroots all the way up to top professional level to deal with their fears, their worries and anxieties, and also to increase their confidence and increase their sporting performance. But as my consultant said last year, bits wear out. So on the 3rd of May this year, I had a new hip fitted. We can rebuild you with titanium, nylon and ceramic. And incredibly, from not being able to move on the day 1 after I woke up from the operation, the physio staff get you going, they get you up the ward, they get you using a Zimmer frame initially, normally a day or 2 after the operation. And then you go to 2 crutches, you're taught how to walk up and down a few steps, and then I think on day 4 I was sent home. And the healing process gave me a perfect opportunity to use what I'd learnt, to use my mind to influence how my body, or how well my body healed. So I was now able to have the opportunity to learn what I'd learnt to help other people recover from illness on my own body. And things went incredibly well. Within 3 weeks I was walking without sticks, and my mobility improved considerably in a very short space of time. But I was absolutely determined to ride again. So I promised Capri, my daughter's pony angel, that just as soon as I was able, that he'd become an old lady's pram. And 10 weeks after the operation, I decided very quietly to tack up, enlist the help of a friend on the yard, and very gingerly got my leg into the saddle. Everything was tight, everything was stiff, and I sat there and just let everything relax. And amazingly, things started to loosen up. Loosen up well enough to be able to do a few steps up the yard, a few minutes, and then back, and then dismount. To say I was emotional was an understatement. I was nearly in tears because I didn't think I'd ever like to admit to myself that I'd never ride again. And things have gone from strength to strength. Over the past 5 weeks, I've built up my riding. Capri has been a star. And now I'm riding for up to an hour on a quiet hack, probably 15 to 20 minutes, just walk and trot schooling. And I've had a couple of little canters. I am so thankful to all the physio staff, the medical staff in the hospital, but I'm also thankful that I knew the tools and techniques to not only affect my own recovery, but also affect my own confidence, because it's been a difficult journey. It's not easy to get back on a horse or even a sainted pony after such a major operation. And I worked considerably with clients in the past that have got back on horses after accidents and injury, but to have the opportunity to use that myself to develop my confidence, to be aware of my own fragility, has been incredible. So if you'd like me to help you and teach you the techniques that I used, please don't hesitate, get in contact. It's easier than you think, and I'd be absolutely delighted to help you. Bye for now.